tonight for the third segment of my Boston Etudes project. My name is Jihae, I'm a pianist, and this is a project that I began last year during the middle of the lockdown, and it came out of a frustration and anxiety and desire to create something and working with other people. And it's also a result of, four things that I really love. I love new music, I love working with living composers, I love piano etudes, and I really love Boston as an area of culture and sophistication. And so during the summer, I was talking to Marty Epstein, a wonderful composer and really like a very mentor kind of figure to me she has become. And she just suggested, you love these things, how about you start something that's like combination of all those things, something like Boston Etudes. And that is what it is. So I am really thankful for the 8 composers who are part of this project. I already premiered 2 etudes, one by John MacDonald last month, and the first one was by William Cooper, and William did a great job helping me being connected with some of the composers involved in this project. So thank you for all the composers and for Marty for the inspiration and for Will for all your help. I have also enjoyed interviewing the composers on my Facebook page. So if you do Facebook, you can follow me on Jihae Chang Piano on Facebook, and you can watch all the previous interviews that I did with the 3 composers. And it's fascinating to me always to just hear about how they come up with the pitches or the structure or even the title. And it's especially interesting to me how the pandemic has affected these composers. I think at least these 3 composers and some other composers that I've talked to, this impacted their creative energy and output, and they're writing something that they normally wouldn't write. And I know some composers decided not to write, but if they're writing, I think the outcome is very different. So that has been fascinating to hear. So while you're listening to it, please feel free to comment in the chat room, and I will check it out later. And if there is a question you ask, I'll try to bring it up during the next talk with a composer or little segments that I make every now and then. Tonight's etude is by VanHassel. He's a guitarist and a great composer, and he also plays the piano, so he sort of made it like a 2-person playing, but he had to simplify it enough for 1 person, and it's based on arpeggio gesture with very jabbing kind of surprises or noise, as the title is called A Bit of Noise in the System. And what that means is entirely up to the performer and how you perceive it. So thank you, Dan, for writing such a great piece, and thank you everyone for being here, and thank you, Mark, for always helping me with the technical stuff, and thank you, Ben, my husband, who helps me with everything, including he's gonna come now turn pages for me. So here's Dan's etude.